Hello and welcome back to Cars of Glasgow, and today we're going to be taking a look at the 2019 Vauxhall Insignia, so stay tuned for this video. So this particular car is the Vauxhall Insignia 1.5T SRI. That means it's a 1.5 litre turbocharged petrol which produces 165 brake horsepower, 184 pound-feet of torque or 250 newton meters of torque. The car also produces 129 grams of CO2 and combined MPG is officially 50 miles to a gallon. All that power is driven through the front wheels and it propels the car from 0 to 62 miles per hour in 8.4 seconds, and with a top speed of 138 miles per hour, it's no slouch. So if we start off with the front of the car, as you can see we've got the redesigned Insignia that was redesigned about a year and a half ago now. This particular trim is the Vauxhall Insignia SRI, so that includes things like the front lip spoiler down here, the side skirts, large 18-inch alloy wheels, and at the back of the car we've got a little boot spoiler that I really quite like, kind of how subtle that is. Also got a little bit at the bottom bumper as well, kind of aero skirt at the rear there. To start off with the boot of the car, you might be thinking, where's the button? It's actually the bottom of the badge. You push that in and the boot opens up. You've got a large carving-ness boot, as you've got all the couple of bags and some wellies in here, but a really decent size. You can fold the seats if you want by pulling these little levers here, and you've got 60-40 split rear seats. Jump in the back, so we'll fold these back up again. Nice easy action. So this is the SRI as I mentioned, so it's kind of like an Audi S-Line, so we've got part leatherette and part cloth in the middle here. We've got nice isofix points that you can pull these little tabs down and click on your child seat. You've got a little bit of maps, I call them map storage, but you can have a little bit of storage behind each of the seats there, put your iPads etc. Got a little bit of charging ports, which is there handy for the kids' iPads again. If I step in, close the door, set up for my driving position, you can see we've got ample legroom, decent headroom, the sloping roof doesn't impede into the headroom too much. Plenty of width across for free abreast. The transmission hump isn't too bad, but when you sit in the middle it's a wee bit squidgy and the head's a wee bit closer to the top, so maybe too regularly free at pinch unless you've got 3 kids, then by all means it's perfect. Get a nice view of the cabin. You've got nice decent size bins at the back for your storage and bottles etc. So we jump into the front. Immediately greeted with the Vauxhall interior. Take a step in, and secluded from the world. It's quite a well insulated cabin, especially for the classic car this is. I like how all the designs are swooping around. You've got quite a low dash. See the top, you've got a kind of leatherette stitch running across the top of the dash, and it's also nice rubberized textured material, so it's not too, you can get quite spongy, not scratchy like the Hyundai we drove last week. Got this fake carbon fibre trim kind of everywhere, it's inserts there, and we've got it on the door panels as well. Again, nice quality materials all throughout. You've got all round electric windows. You get nice padding, you get nice contrasted materials here with the white stitch and leatherette where your arm's going to rest, and kind of chrome going here. Decent sized door bins, split up as well so you can have your bottles or keys or whatever in there. All your light controls are on the right, but you can best leave it in auto. Here we've got a nice instrument display. I quite like how simple and easy it is to read, so we've got the black and red with the white lights around it. I can have a little bit of a digital display in the middle that tells your tyres, pressure, speed, etc. There we go, 36 to a gallon roughly. Over on the left is your cruise control, your heated steering wheel if you want it, but it's one of the warmer days in Scotland, so we probably won't do that. The volume controls on the right. And again you can control that again with
a loved one taking their own life.
with the knobs in the middle you can control the volume as well. Everything's really content. The car entertainment's going through Vauxhall's touchscreen here, so you've got things like your sat nav, compare your phone, there's your audio. If you want to do your Apple CarPlay, etc., you can do that there. Climate controls as well. It's all down through here, so we've got some buttons for your fan speed and temperature. If you want to do an auto or something like that, you can all do it through here, which is quite a nice feature. And then just your things like your hazards, you've got your stability control on and off, climate control as I mentioned before, and you can pull this across and you can get a nice smooth looking centre console here, or you can slide that back, have nice deep cup holders. They're rubberised, so they'll hold your cups in nicely. Along here you've got your automatic start stop defeat, lane departure warning and parking sensor defeat. The car goes through a 6-speed manual gearbox. You've got nice shifts, and if you lift up the lever up the back and push forwards, the camera pops up. Electronic parking brake that set in this class, you'd expect. Got a little bit of storage bin there as well, which is decent. Underneath you've got a little bit of storage again for maybe your phone or other wee bits and bobs. You've got 2 USB chargers, and that's also kind of leather backed, or rather stitched, shall we say. Got a nice soft damp glove box lined with the fuzzy stuff. I really like the vent design in this car. It's something a little bit different. And not your standard rectangles, got kind of nice crescent shapes going on. And the seats are very adjustable with lumbar support and brake adjustment. And as I said, you've got nice quality materials, you can extend that in and out as well. And overall, nice car. Joining me inside the Vauxhall Insignia, so this is going to be the driving portion of the video. Just going to look at the test, the tight driveway, how we get on. It is a rather large car. Wasn't too bad. So this particular car competes with things like the Peugeot 508, which is actually a rather stunning car, I must admit. The Vauxhall Insignia also competes with things like the Volkswagen Passat, Ford Mondeo, to an extent the Skoda Superb as well, along with other cars in the class, that kind of executive, this kind of salesman's car as well. It kind of looks like everyday standard rep car. Here, it's out in the road. The ride is very compliant and soft, especially in these larger alloy wheels. A wee bit down here, a little bit of rough road, but overall it's quite nice and soft, easy to drive. The steering is very light, which I really like about the car. Easy to manoeuvre. This particular one is the turbocharged petrol. And we're off again. So yeah, so the steering's nice and direct, not came across any sports or easy to find sports button in like other cars, so everything kind of set up as it is in this car. So if I put the foot down and accelerate to 30, turbocharged engine, you can hear a little whine up front. However, the cabin is, I'm not really getting too much wind noise or road noise, which is rather impressive. It is a little bit bumpy, but I'm guessing that's down to these side roads not being the smoothest versus anything else. But I said the car handles really well, as you expect for this kind of car. It's actually quite good at. I'm impressed actually. I hate the weight of the car. It's got just the camera, the GoPro doesn't fall off the side of the house, side of the car. But yeah, you don't feel its width or weight, which is impressive. Having driven while in the Ford Mondeo estate, you're very much aware of the weight in that car. okay, that was a diesel, which may be adding to the weight, but this being the petrol's a little bit lighter on its feet and toes, but makes not too bad a noise as well. Nothing's going to set the house on fire or your friends turn around, but it's nice. Brakes are responsive. Yeah, really nice car. So I just want to say thanks very much for watching the Vauxhall Insignia video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Please give it a like, subscribe to Cars of Glasgow below. Also check us out on Instagram and Facebook at Cars of Glasgow, and we also have a Twitter at Cars of Glasgow 1. So once again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next video. Ciao!